guys, it's that tech chick again, and I'm here to show you how to graph your data. We're going to start with the first example, average monthly temperature. I recorded all the average monthly temperatures that I got off the internet, and then I transferred them to this Excel spreadsheet. If you see, the spreadsheet looks very much like the data collection sheet. I've got the months, and I've got the cities. And I think the first thing I want to do is, instead of it saying my town, is I'm going to come up here and type in my town. I live in Raleigh, North Carolina, so I'm going to go ahead and type that in and press enter, and there I go. Now, if I only wanted to graph the average monthly temperatures of Raleigh, this is what I would do. I would highlight only the information or data that I need, which would be this. I need the months, I need the name of the town, and I need the temperatures. I don't need any of the information for the other cities, so don't highlight anything for Paris, Sydney, or Timbuktu, only Raleigh. The next thing I'm going to do is go to insert. Insert is just a fancy word meaning to put in. And I want to insert a chart or graph. If you're not sure, you can click right here where it says recommended chart, and it will give you choices. And I could do a bar chart like that, but Excel's recommending that I use a line chart, which is correct because a line chart is used to display trends over time, and we're showing temperature trends over time of a year. So there it is. My chart, it's made. I can make it bigger or smaller. And when you do that, guys, always go on the corner handles to make them bigger or smaller. Don't go from side to side because you might make your chart look really funny. Too stretched out or maybe too squished. Okay? So when you make something bigger, clip art or anything that's graphic, always work from the corner and go diagonally. Okay, now I can see my months, I can see some numbers, and I can see Raleigh, but I think we need a little bit more to make this chart better. First off, I need to label my X and Y axis. This is X, this is Y. Well, I don't have any labels here, so I'm going to click the plus sign and add something, and I'm going to say axis titles and put a check mark there, and here's the bottom one. Let's see. This would be my months because I can see the names of the months. And this one is showing what? I see numbers, and those numbers are indicating temperature. Okay. Now, it's looking pretty good, but when I come up here to my title, it says Raleigh. What about Raleigh? It's not really telling me what my chart's about. We know our chart is about average monthly temperature. So I'm going to click right up in here and get my cursor right where I need to be. I'm going to change the title to average monthly temperature of Raleigh, North Carolina, and there I go. Ask your teacher how this should be printed or turned in before you do anything else, okay? Now, I would like to go ahead and just show you how to do more than one. Same process, highlight the data that you need, go to Insert. We know it's going to be a line chart. So I'm going to choose line chart. I'm going to choose that first one. Okay. I've got a nice key down here that Raleigh is the blue, Paris the orange, Sydney is the gray, and Timbuktu is in the bright yellow. Again, I need to go ahead and add axis titles. And I need to make sure they're labeled and change my title up here. I guess what I could do, instead of saying all four cities, is I could put average monthly temperatures of cities and leave it at that. Okay? Now, suppose I only wanted to do Sydney, Australia. How am I going to get that? Because if I highlight Sydney, I'm not getting the months. What will happen is I'll get a kind of goofy looking chart. It'll look like this. It gives me numbers. And if you want to go in and retype the numbers, I guess you could, but let me show you a smarter and better way of doing that. Go ahead and get everything. I'm going to leave Timbuktu out, but I'm going to have to get Paris and Raleigh because they're in the way. I'm going to make my chart. Now, all I'm going to do is click on this little funnel. The funnel is a filter, so I'm going to filter out some of the information. I don't want Raleigh, and I don't want Paris. I only want Sydney, Australia. Okay? So when I do that and click Apply, it leaves me with just Sydney, Australia. And then I can go ahead and put my labels in like we did before. So go ahead and make the charts that your teacher tells you that she or he wants made. Remember to ask for printing directions or how you need to turn it in. Have fun. You can do a lot of things and change colors around and if you explore, but don't mess your chart up too badly. But there are some fun things you can do with it. Okay? We'll see you soon. Bye.